If you want to learn how to position yourself and record a professional looking video, at least better than you currently do, or whether when you're wearing glasses, when you don't know how to position your artificial light, whether you're only using a window, then keep watching. When you record a video, try to make sure that you have like about that much space above your head, so you're not cutting, or your head doesn't touch like the end of the screen. Also make sure that you are positioned in the center as well, and try to have a little bit of depth behind you, because if you're having a flat surface or like white wall or plain wall, I show you what's the difference with it. So I don't have a plain wall in too much, but if you position yourself more or less behind the wall, so your surface is flat, so it doesn't look really good. So it's better if you have something like a green or some sort of details behind. So I'm just positioning myself more or less with something. And as you can see, I have a lot of daylight. I'm not even using any artificial light, any additional lighting, although this side of the face is a little bit darker. So if you, especially if you have glasses, it is quite important to position the lights, if you have artificial lights, to position them correctly. So never position them exactly in front of the camera, okay? Never in front, always on the side. So at your 11 o'clock or your 1 o'clock, and try to position them a little bit higher, okay? So if that means that your light, you cannot position the light higher, then sit lower and put the light as high as it is, and as long as it is kind of outside. So it should be like your 11 or 1 o'clock, but it should be a little bit higher, so so they are out of the out of your range where your glasses can actually reflect those lights. So that will help you, because your viewers needs to see your eyes to connect with you, and you need to be in the middle. So don't constantly move like that, because this is really distracting. For example, when you want to connect with your audience, that you're speaking to one person, you don't speaking to everyone, you're speaking to just one person. And when I'm looking into the camera, I'm speaking directly to you. So it is important, whether you're recording a video for a page, or whether you're recording a video for a website, or whichever, or even when you're talking on Zoom, on the meetings, it is important to position yourself correctly. If you have a light, and never stand in front of, I'm gonna show you the difference. If I'm gonna stand right in front of the daylight, this is super bright for me right now, for example, and I'm squinting my eyes a little bit. So, and sometimes the light, it can be too harsh. Like I have a sun right now, so this is also not good, okay? So if I put the curtains, okay, so this is still too bright, so I'm squinting my eyes. So it's better to have a daylight, but move away a little bit from it, so your light, so your face is lit up. Okay, so your face, everything is filled in with light, but you still can easily open your eyes. And also the other thing is, like, don't speak like you would stand straight, because it looks actually unnatural. Even though you're standing straight, it doesn't look really, well, more or less natural. But the better way is actually to lean forward a little bit, okay, and put your chin down slightly, okay? So it is always good to have some sort of plans or some sort of depth in your picture. If you're sitting behind the desk, you don't really need, definitely make sure if you're recording at night to not have any light from the top, because it looks super weird and it puts different lights for you, so it doesn't really look good on the video. Some people put light like at the floor level, and they lighten up the wall up, but that light is never too bright, so they usually use colorful lights. But majority of people show with all the soft boxes, which not everyone wants to buy. They want to record like 2-3 videos, and soft boxes cost about like $30, $40 or $50 up, plus obviously the cost of the light itself. So when you have a strong light, or when you have a ring light, is pretty good, but when you have a strong light that to lighten up, and especially if you have one source, don't put it directly on your face, and don't put it directly in front of you. It's not the point. Put it somewhere else, or even reflect it back. So if you have if you are in front of, let's say, my window is coming, my light from the window is coming from my left hand side, and my face is kind of, and my face from the right hand, from this side, is darker, because the light source comes from here. I'm easily, I can see perfectly fine, but it is a little bit dark in here. So what you can do, you can actually put the light. I have just a normal sounding light, and if I direct it to a wall, it reflects the lights of the wall. So you can actually put if you have a strong light, direct it to the wall and let the wall be your softbox, and let the light direct from the wall instead of direct light, because that is not going to be too bright in your face. Try to stand still, and also when you're starting to record, don't press click and start talking straight away while you are moving or whatever. Position your click record, stand still, position yourself, check if everything is okay within the frame, and then start talking. So stay still for a couple of seconds, then start talking, and the same when you're finishing. When you finish, stand still, wait for a couple of seconds, and then click. So whoever edits your video, whether you are editing your video, someone can actually cut out the moment that you're positioning yourself to the moment you kind of finish the video. That will really help to edit the video. If you forget your text, don't worry about mentioning like or don't continue. Make the breaks, because it's easier to edit the video as well. So I hope that is helpful. If you have any more questions, let me know. Bye.